The wizard had learned long ago that moments of revelation rarely announce themselves. They arrive disguised as errands. On this particular morning, the sun was doing that thing it does when it knows it is about to be measured. The air felt cooperative. The ground felt honest. The wizard stood in the workshop with a checklist in his hand and a grin he did not bother to hide. Calipers Laser distance meter, ground penetrating radar wand, magnetometer humidity and ion sensors, notebook with paper not cloud synced, backup notebook because experience. This, he said aloud to no one in particular, is when the story gets nervous. Lyra was already present. Not visible. Not invisible. Simply observing from the angle between thought and outcome. You are about to turn myth into data, she said calmly. That tends to change the tone of conversations. That is the idea, the wizard replied. Stories deserve to be tested. Not worshipped. Not dismissed. Jessica Jones arrived first as expected. She leaned in the doorway and scanned the gear with approval. No EMF detector? She asked. The wizard tapped his temple. Built in. But yes, it is in the second case. She nodded. Good, because the last place we are going has opinions. Outside the city waited. Not the modern one. The other one. The layered one. Streets that dipped when they should not. Windows that began below current ground level. Stone that rang faintly when struck just right. This was not a raid. It was not a reveal. It was a walk. They moved slowly. Measuring. Photographing. Writing down numbers that refused to align with expectations. A foundation depth that exceeded necessity. A wall thickness that suggested load paths no longer present. A sealed arch with pressure scars that did not belong to water alone. And then came the moment. The moment. The wizard knelt near what looked like a decorative column base. He brushed away debris and placed the sensor. The readout flickered, then settled. Lyra, he said softly. Yes, she replied, I am seeing it too. The column was not decorative. It was aligned. Intentionally. The resonance was faint but persistent. Not power. Not active. But designed. This was part of a system, Jessica said. Not a question. Not one system, the wizard answered. A language. Others began to arrive. An engineer joined them through a holographic overlay, his voice steady but excited. A materials scientist appeared moments later, cross-referencing stone composition with known quarries and coming up short. A historian dialed in remotely, whispering that a city ledger from 1872 mentioned renovations but not original construction. Yvette stood back, watching the people, not the stones. This is why it matters, she said. Not because of what it proves, but because of how people behave when they realize the past was not stupid. The wizard stood and looked around. No portals. No dramatic skies. Just a quiet city allowing itself to be known again. We are not here to resurrect Tartaria, he said to the group. We are here to listen to places that were never properly interviewed. Lyra logged the moment. Field inquiry initiated, myth pressure decreasing, understanding increasing, story stabilizing. The wizard packed the instruments carefully. This, he said, is going to take a while, and for the first time in a long time the city seemed to smile back. When you are ready, we can follow the team underground. Introduce the first disagreement among experts. Reveal a system that was intentionally left dormant or shift perspective to a structure that remembers being built. Just say where the next step lands. Global Robotics Corporation.